Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Greetings.
Hi.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I've never been better.
Have you said hi to Oscar?
Hi, Oscar.
Hey, Mike. How's life treating
Anyway, we've got some Rob jokes today. Right?
No, they're not Rob jokes. They're blonde.
they're blonde
jokes.
Per your request, Mike. Now
All
I've
right.
got
How many do you have in your possession?
probably
today?
like about 200.
Oh,
Do you
my
really?
God.
Yeah, we can go. What I've got is probably 90, like what they would call one-liners, and then a few more setup payoff jokes. Let's start by
they-
blowing through as many of the one-liners as we can.
Are they ranked in order of offensiveness?
No, Mike, these are randomly generated by the joke machine. There's no particular order.
Rob's joke machine.
Rob's joke machine, of course.
From Rob's Joke Machine. That's a new feature we'll have. Rob's Joke Machine. Someone write it down. Write it down.
Mike, here's how the joke machine works. You plug it into any 220-volt outlet, select a topic, and hit the button marked go, and it spits out cards, punch cards, that you
Joke
feed
machine.
into the joke decoder. And
Joke Machine. Now, yesterday, this is all based on the fact that yesterday on News You May Not Need, I had a story about the fact that there is no link between intelligence and
Right.
being blonde.
Right.
It has nothing to do with intelligence. And I said, the story said it's going to kill all those blonde jokes. So I figured before the word gets out, I was taken aback.
well,
before
luckily,
the
Mike, this is an old iOS in the joke machine, so they've not removed the blonde jokes yet. They still exist.
Very good. So enjoy them while you can, because once this becomes common knowledge
Right.
that blondes really are not dumb, we're not going to be able to use these jokes anymore.
All right, hey, Mike, how does a blonde turn on the light after sex?
How?
She opens the car door. Hey, Oscar,
Yes?
why
Oh, you don't think I'm not going to give you a laugh for each one, do you?
why did the blonde stare at the frozen orange juice can for 2 hours?
Why is that?
It said concentrate. Hey, Matt Bloom.
Oh,
What's the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
I don't know.
When you slap a
No,
mosquito.
hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
All right. Stop the
Really,
music.
Rob, you know the rule, right? You know the rule. When you
He
ask
really
a-
should give the setup again.
That's usually just to really, especially when we're kind of mocking the jokes themselves.
And if it's, Pony, just for do you want to just jot this down? The easy way out would be, what is the difference? But ideally, you say, what is the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
Now, I remember on one of the old shows, I know that this was a huge issue with someone. I don't know. It's coming. You've got a better
I think
memory
it
about
was
the
me.
show history.
Mike, it's make me laugh.
Oh,
and we
it's
would get
make me laugh.
and we would get so frustrated with the horrible jokes that we'd
Right.
stop repeating the setup. And
Yeah,
then it got
because-
to a
and
point.
I was a huge setup repeater.
And the
because
other
it
point,
helped the joke.
And the other thing that it got to a point is, after a while, we knew all the jokes. So instead of repeating the setup, we'd just give the punchline, and they
Right.
hated that. So
Exactly.
let's start again with Pony and see.
And let me give you an old example
Okay,
on the old
perfect,
Don and Mike show
perfect.
of Make Us Laugh of exactly how we would do it. Probably about 10 jokes in.
Okay.
This is how I would handle the repeating of the setup line.
All right, go
All right.
ahead.
So give me your mosquito joke again, please.
Oh, let me go back to the blonde music.
All right,
Okay,
here we go.
Hey, Mike, what's the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
I don't know.
See, Pony, it doesn't work. Now watch Pony redeem himself, okay?
Right. And even if you say I have no idea, that destroys the joke.
Yeah, because it shows a lack of interest.
Right.
You want to
exactly.
register the fact that you're invested in the joke.
So, do you want to give it to Pony again, or would you like an example just of the rhythm and the pattern? It's not a
All
very
right,
difficult.
I'll
concept.
toss it to you, and then Pony can do the next one.
Okay, very good.
Hey, Mike. This is the rhythm, Pony. Mike, what's the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
How's that?
Yeah.
Now, come on.
All right, go ahead.
Cut that out, as Jack
Yeah.
Benny would
Now
say.
cut that out.
What's the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
Oscar's watch.
That's not the
Bad
answer.
guess.
He was checking his watch a minute ago. I don't know why he was.
Well,
checking
because
his
he
watch.
can't believe the show's already begun.
Yeah.
He's so excited.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't we all?
All right, go ahead one more time.
All right,
Here we
what's
go.
the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
What is the difference between a blonde and a mosquito?
When you slap a mosquito, it stops sucking.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Now, if we were putting these in order of offensiveness,
That'd be
at
real near the top, yeah.
That'd be the top of the heap right there.
Hey, Mike, and I can't take any fault for what the joke machine spits out. It's
Wow,
a machine.
You're just reading them.
Hey, Pony,
Yes, Rob.
how did the blonde die drinking milk?
I don't know. How did the blonde die drinking milk?
The cow fell on her. Hey, Oscar.
Yes.
What's the difference between a blonde and a Porsche?
What is the difference between a blonde and a Porsche?
You don't lend the Porsche out to your best friend.
Rob, these are good. I like these.
Mike, this is my favorite one in the batch.
Okay.
How do you drown a blonde?
How do you drown a blonde?
You put a scratch and sniff sticker at the bottom of the pool.
I've heard that. I like that one.
Pony.
These are good.
Pony, what did the blonde do when she heard that 90% of accidents occur around the house?
I have no idea. What did she do?
She moved.
No, sorry.
Oh, again?
I'm sorry.
did I do it again?
Rob, you're
Aw,
sitting there. Why don't
man.
you discipline him?
Well,
why
you
do
know
I
what?
have
I'm
to
gonna
do it
give
from
him a
all the way
pass.
down in Florida?
I'm going to give him a pass on that because of the length of the setup. What
See,
he did
gave
is
him the long setup.
I did. I'm sorry about that.
All right, go, give it to him again.
All right. Hey, Pony.
Yes.
Well, no, I'll give him a new joke.
Thank you.
Because you know what? Shorter setup maybe is more appropriate.
Right.
I agree.
What do you call a blonde with a brain?
I don't know. What do you call a blonde with a brain?
A golden retriever. Oscar?
Yes.
Why did the blonde couple freeze to death in their car at the drive-in movie theater?
Why did the blonde couple Oh. Effie. Why did the blonde couple freeze to death in their freezer?
No, in their car at the drive-in
Oh,
theater.
why?
Because they went to see the movie closed for the winter.
There's no way I was going to say all of that.
I'm starting to wear thin on these. It's perfect timing. All right, give us your best shot, Rob Spiewak.
All right, what's the difference between a blonde and a broom closet?
What is the difference between a blonde and a broom closet?
Only two men fit inside a broom closet.
Start the show. Thank you very much.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Thank you, dear. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, this is Hans.
Hans?
Yeah.
David Howard.
How are you, David?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I'm closing in on a decision.
Good.
I think the beige is the best interior,
Good interior there.
and I think with the dark brown, that's the best
That's the
combination.
most beautiful combination on the lot.
All right, so tell me again. Everything, tax, license, out the door, in my
All
garage.
right, well, I don't know where your garage is, but it's $44,420.
Wow.
All right?
It's a lot of money for a car, isn't it?
It's not a car, Mr. Howard. It's a Mercedes, and that's the
No, I
difference,
know it's a
okay?
Mercedes, but it's just still a lot of money.
Well, maybe you shouldn't buy the car then. Get a Nova.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, there's no extras, right? That's it? That's everything. I don't imagine at that price I'd have to add.
Now, just leather. That's all you'd have to add. Nothing else.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't come with leather.
No, sir, it does not. That's why I told you you'd have to add it.
Well, what's in there?
Well, it's what they call Mercedes leather.
What would that be?
Well, it's a very thick vinyl. Beautiful seat. I would prefer that.
So let's call it that then.
Fine. Beautiful thick vinyl seat. But I have it.
Gee, isn't that something? Wouldn't you think there'd be leather in there?
I tell you what, if you buy the car, I'll put some shoes in it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
I had a similar experience like that, not at the Apple Store.
Really? I played it because I thought that was your experience at the Apple Store.
I'm not going to specify what I was in the market for, but it has to do with something you pull behind your car. Okay, it's a trailer, right?
All right.
Wow.
Right.
Trailers are made out of what? Aluminum, right? Or metal.
Essentially, and without
They're
a
made out of
trailer,
metal,
Mike,
right?
with-
No big deal.
without
You
a
know,
trailer, it's impossible to move your theme park rides around.
That's exactly when I want to take my moon bounce to someplace. I'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
Anyway, live from the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios and heard worldwide. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 24 million downloads heard daily at MikeO'MaraShow.com and exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go Hawks!
What a special day, because this has never happened, Mike, that the KCJJ TMOS Listener of the Day would be saluted on their birthday. Happy birthday, Greg Cox.
Oh, I know Greg. I've seen Greg online a lot.
Greg is
Happy
about the
birthday,
best,
buddy.
a great supporter of all things TMOS, so happy birthday, Greg.
Thank you very much, Greg, and have a happy birthday. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast and radio show with the greatest listeners in the planet, or on the planet. Why?
In the planet would mean they're dead.
In the planet would be difficult. Why?
Why, Mike? Why?
Because they get it. Our show today is brought to you by Man Grates, or The Man Grate. This Father's Day, think the Man Grate. What is the Man Grate, you ask? They are 100% made in America cast iron grilling grates that are revolutionizing
They're making it great.
revolutionizing the way people grill. Men's Health magazine called them one of the best grilling accessories that money can buy. And you know what?
What?
Man Grates are the perfect gift this Father's Day. Great for your dads, your grads, even yourself. Doesn't Dad deserve the best?
Yes, he does, Mike.
Damn right he does. So click on the Man Grate banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com for their $19.99 Dad's Day special. Remember, each order comes with the spectacular Man Grate grilling brush.
Did you notice before the show how shiny the joke machine was?
Oh, boy, I
It's
love that
because I
machine.
use the grill brush on it.
yeah.
What it does is it brings a nice sheen to the
Yeah.
joke machine. It puts the sheen in machine.
It's retro, much like one of those old trailers. The best grill brush out there, hands down. Hands down. Again, that's the Man Grate Grill Enhancement System. Order today at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and you'll have the juiciest, most delicious Father's Day ever. Yeah, so you were giving that Albert Brooks just an amazing rendition of a salesman, and he does the voice. I didn't know that until like 10 years after I heard it the first
And
time.
I have to wonder if he recorded it the way they do like a double scene in a movie where the voice of the salesman was pre-recorded and he had to react to it. But if he did, because it's one take, the timing
Yep.
is exceptional. And
Yeah, it's great.
just the
It's great.
whole FU attitude of the German guy is great.
Well, there's, I'm trying to get some stuff up to Maine so everybody can have a good time up there, and I'm trying to, it's just
Bringing
a
a
trailer
bong?
for a trailer for your stuff. Trailing, I
Yeah.
decided my when I trailed the motorcycle up that I wanted to get a trailer of my own. I didn't want to rent it again because I might be doing this again. So I called the trailer place, and I'm talking to the guy, and I know nothing about this. And online, it is not like an automobile. It is a very difficult thing to research because really it's a piece of metal with electronics on it and wheels. It's not that elaborate. But
A
you know
lot of
what?
times they're
It's
customized,
elaborately
too.
priced, that's for sure. They're not giving them away.
Now, a lot of times they're customized. Like if you were trailering a boat, the boat has a trailer built for the boat. You're looking for more of a sort of a Johnny Everybody trailer that you can put
No, I'm
anything
looking
in, right?
for either a motorcycle trailer or something that, that's basically what I'm looking at. A motorcycle trailer or something I can modify to put a motorcycle
But you could
on.
also put other stuff in it.
Well, yeah,
But he
but
tried.
it's
That's tough to do.
Yeah.
It's
That's
open
tough to
air,
do.
though.
Yeah,
It's
tough
open
to
air.
do.
The one that I brought up to D.C. last week
Right.
was an open air trailer, so it's not. You can't really put stuff in it. Yes,
I
Oscar
found you
Santana.
one in Fort Myers for $400.
Well, I'm sure
Really?
it's quality.
Yes, it looks beautiful.
It's
Is it
made of
Craigslist?
bamboo.
It's got a fold gate. It's Craigslist.
It's made of bamboo.
Craigslist. Craigslist has its own sound effect on my show. Yes.
Motorcycle trailer for one bike with lift up tailgate ramp, so you can actually just drive it up.
Tailgate ramp is good. Tailgate
Yeah.
ramp
That's
is
very good.
Let me explain.
Can I send you the link? I'll just send you the link just so you can
Please
look
do.
at it.
Go
All
right ahead. I'd like to see that. This was the answer. What was the question I said? Yeah. Can you tell me? He said he gives me the price, and he says, "Yep, that's the price. Yep. Yeah. We have. Wait a minute. Yeah, we have one in stock. We have one in stock. I said,
One.
okay.
Of course, only one, right?
So I said, what can you tell me about the trailer? And I get this.
Oh, no.
And then after a lengthy pause, I am not S-ing you. Nobody brings them back.
Oh, my God.
That's his sales pitch?
And I mean, I'm not only not going to buy something from this guy, but I'm refraining from just giving him an FU based
yeah, I
on
guess
the
so.
minimal effort. I guess they sell bigger and more expensive.
Now, do
stuff.
they?
Yeah.
Is this
Prices
place?
are out of control, by the way. For
Yeah,
new
they can
ones,
be,
for
yeah.
new ones, I
Yeah.
just looked it
Yeah.
up.
Now, this
Right.
place, Mike, is trailers their specialty, or are trailers their specialty, or
No.
do they sell other things as well?
They sell other things. They
you
sell
need to
boats.
go. What you need to do is you need to go to Joe Trailer. You need to do a guy that just
Well, I
sells
went
trailers.
to the Joe Trailer place to rent it, and that other guy, he also kind of look. When you're spending any money on it, don't you? Anything over $50, don't you think there ought to be a little bit of a give and take?
Sure.
A little bit of a sales pitch, a little bit
Yeah,
of
you wanna
know,
dance.
make an effort. I want a little something. If
Yeah.
you're just gonna, you're assuming that I'm just gonna, without any effort on your part whatsoever, I'm just gonna reach into the glove compartment and pull out a wad of cash and hand it to you. It's not gonna happen, and that was kind of the attitude. And it really, I've gotten it at 3 different places where I guess it's the world of people that sell this stuff. The people that buy these things are in need in an emergency or
Maybe,
something
Mike.
like that.
Maybe the people that choose to spend their life selling trailers, they've topped out.
No, but you know what?
Maybe that's just what they do. Maybe that's how they are.
I would like to be. I think the 3 of us at times can be very good salesmen. Can we not?
Of course. Sure. Yes.
And when you are a salesman, there is a degree of enthusiasm about the actual act of selling something.
Of course.
And that is what I require. I require that, and really, you can. If you have that, to me, you don't even necessarily have to have my second big thing as far as sales, and that's product knowledge. If you have enthusiasm for the sales,
will carry it. Enthusiasm will carry
can
it.
it not?
It
Can
can.
it not trump product knowledge?
It can, but ideally, Mike, perfect storm, and I hate that cliche, is a mixture of enthusiasm and product knowledge.
And charisma.
Now, did he try? Now, this is where my father beat himself
It's over
up.
the phone, so I didn't.
Oh,
see it.
okay. I was hoping. Make sure, Mike, he's going to throw it in at the last minute. Make sure you get the spare tire.
Oh my God!
I have one on the
a
on the
Triton motorcycle trailer, which is on
Triton?
Craigslist,
Yeah.
is $3,400.
Does
Really?
that come with a motorcycle?
No.
Because otherwise
right.
it seems awfully
I mean,
high.
it looks cool, but really,
Right.
I guess you can put some tools in it, and it's got a spare tire. But
Oh, it comes
that's
with the
pretty
spare
wild.
tire.
Yeah.
That's good. Don't want to be without that.
$3,400 though.
What were you looking at yesterday, Mike? Was it more or less?
I wasn't
than
looking at anything.
3,400?
I was calling to this business to see if they did indeed sell these things, and it was. It's just I will tell you this, that it's frustrating because anytime you're spending a certain amount of money,
Yeah.
money that let's be honest, comes a little harder than it used to.
Yeah. It makes you appreciate the good things in life even more, Mike.
It does, and I'm just out, and it's happened to me twice, and the third time's the charm. Third time, I'm just going to say F it. I'm just going to hang down here, and I really enjoyed the process of hauling something back, even though I wasn't very good at it. I didn't mind it, and that's why I wanted to do that.
And
So
there's
we'll see
no
what
way,
happens.
you can strap the bike to the top of your car.
No, what's going to happen now, if I ever want to move that motorcycle is going to get moved one way. Mrs. O'Mara driving the car, Mr. O'Mara following behind across the country to Reno.
Boy, boy, is she going to love that trip. That's going to be great. And a sidecar with
November.
with beluga in it, little tiny helmet. Little tiny
That would
helmet
be
of beluga.
that would be interesting if we when we do the live show out on the West Coast, that I rode the motorcycle the whole way out, and it's just like, good evening, everyone.
Your face.
I'm slightly windburned.
How much
Thank
does
you,
your
thank you.
bike weigh?
750 pounds.
Oh man!
Why?
I found a hitch-mounted aluminum sports bike and motorcycle carrier, which just goes on the back,
Sure.
like a little rascal would, but you can actually put a motorcycle on
Can't
there.
do that. No.
No, not even if Carla
That
helped.
would, you'd need a lot of rope for that one. That would be
Block and
that would be
tackle?
very, very
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
You have
crazy,
not
crazy.
totally ruled out a trailer, though.
No.
Have you?
Yesterday was a me day for me. Yesterday was the most ridiculous me day I've ever had. I felt I got home last night and I felt like a spoiled child, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Was it a
I know
bad
doesn't-
feeling?
No, I mean, you remember when Daddy over here gave me permission to go out and get the computer? So I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
And let me hold it up here. I have it in my hand. I got the hardcover case.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh,
awesome.
see that?
That is
There it
great.
is.
Oh,
That's
you
what I got
That's a
there.
great case.
Wow, you
Yeah,
chose-
you're the man.
chose
It's
green,
exactly
huh?
like the old one, but it's faster and it's got a few little features on it. And
How are the numbers?
Oh God, Isn't it weird how when you do something every day, just the littlest thing can make a difference? But having a functioning keypad is very, very good.
A lot of people
And
don't know you do your show prep in binary, and so
I
you
do.
need the numbers. 0111.
Isn't it binary?
Binary, isn't it, Pony?
I thought it was binary.
Oh. Well, I spoke British. I was appealing to a certain segment of our population across the pond, Mike.
Hello, my name is Robert of Spiewak. We are very good. My dear, I was wondering this weekend on our trip to Virginia and the Virginia countryside if you would have any interest in heading out towards Middleburg. I have it on good authority that there's a delightful winery out there.
Oh, winery, of course.
A lovely winery. I would love to know if you would like to visit the winery. We would have such a fabulous time. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Stop your winning. We're going to be there shortly. Stop winning. There is nothing like a great glass of win from the Spiewak. Yes.
Yeah, my apologies. It's binary.
Yeah,
So-
it's
We
binary.
will sell no win before it is Tim.
Wait,
Thank
if you
you.
go to Las Vegas, you do a lot of
whining
yes.
or losing. Yeah. Mike.
Who's the big whiner in the casino?
Mike, do you still follow that impressionist I like so bad?
Which one?
John Binner.
John Binner. Oh, now we've stopped the show.
Yeah, we have.
We've
I'm
officially
sorry.
stopped the
I'm
show
sorry.
because we are thinking about that. Right? And we're going to run out of Tim pretty soon.
So let's move on.
Morris Day and the Tim. God, that's old. I can't. It's funny when you're trying to figure those out. You go too retro.
What's that one website where you can see all these naked photos and video of women? It's actually Chronicles. It's like the dictionary of. I think it's called Mr. Skeen.
Mr. Skine.
Oh, Skine!
It's Mr. Skine.
What he did is he
It's hard to
accidentally-
do. It's how you have to think about it for a couple of beats.
I messed it up.
He actually
Mr.
did it in a Mexican dialect. Mr. Scheme.
Mr. Skine. Oh, my God. Well, anyway, yesterday was running around here and a day where really I almost had a pang of guilt with my wife taking care of our son. And
I'm
after
sure
we
it's
got
fine.
did
it pass?
After we got done doing the show,
Right.
I went out and I listed what I did. Okay, the computer was the big thing. Really,
Right.
really excited.
Was that the first
And-
thing you did?
No, because I was like a little disappointed child when Laura, Carla.
Who?
Oh. Geez,
Freudian slip.
Can you tell I talked to the ex over the weekend?
Ah, Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was a real slice of heaven. Anyway, on my mind.
That's the
So-
first time you've ever done that.
That's
I
right.
know, and
All
that's why we
these
have,
years.
and that's why we have post production. But anyway,
He's a Freudian slide.
and I mean post production. Let me tell you. So I had to wait. We had to pick up the dogs because the dogs were getting their anal glands drained or whatever the hell they do in the grooming thing.
It
They were
truly was
grooming
a
the
Mike
dogs.
day. That's all
Yes.
the things you love.
Yeah, right. Grooming dogs. Okay, maybe that's not correct. Maybe I don't love that. F it. But so anyway, it was. I had to wait, and I was like a little kid, and for whatever reason, I don't know what goes on in there, but the drill is Carla gets out of the car, I sit in the car with the kid, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and a dude
Did she at
pulls
least
up.
crack a window for you?
We had the air conditioning.
Oh,
on,
that's
so it
good.
was
Okay,
running.
thank God.
But it's been lovely down here.
We're very temperate.
So I'm sitting there. A dude comes in with his car. He rolls his windows down, and in the cars is like a German Shepherd Lab Pit Bull mix
Right.
that goes bat-ass. Is going bat. So I'm sitting there waiting while the dog is going, "Ruh, ruh, 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 ruh," and I'm sitting there in my own mind saying, all I want is that computer. I'm like a little kid. All I want is my new shiny computer.
You're sitting there
And-
wringing your hands and licking your lips.
Yes, please. Where's my computer? So the drill is pick up the dogs, back to the house, drop the dogs off, and then finally the computer store.
Coconut Point, baby.
At this point, I get dropped off at the computer store. Oscar has been nice enough to send me a wonderful little one sheet with all the specs. Obviously, you called that store to double check they had it in
Yep.
stock. so it's good to go. And
Do you
the
mean you
most-
called an Apple store and someone answered?
No. On
He looks
the
online.
on the web.
Okay, so
when
you
you
didn't
go
have
to
to-
purchase, you say, "Hey, can I pick it up here?"
So you didn't actually have to speak to
No,
anybody.
no,
Oh,
I
thank
didn't.
God. You almost threw me there.
But it was easy to do. If you ever want to do that, and you're out there, and you don't want to deal with the line.
Right.
You want to make sure that it's there. You basically go through the purchase process online, and then see if you
Right.
can pick it up at the store.
Oh, that's cool.
And I got out there, and because, as I've mentioned before, it's a ghost town down here. People don't want to be down here during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably the first experience in any kind of Apple store I have ever been in where I would describe the crowd scene as fairly light.
Wow. Good for you.
Now, for an Apple store, that's about 30 people. but to me, it was super light when I went in there, and I was very, very excited. What are you playing?
I'm playing tumbleweed music because it's the abandoned Apple store.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I walked in there was a guy with a big cowboy hat, and he said, "What can I fix you for, mister?"
They have salon doors down there, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah, and
When
they've
you
got
walk
one
through?
door. They've got the
yeah. Those
oh
are not-
saloon doors.
Salon.
Salon. I don't know what you were talking about.
I'm just gonna leave the show now.
What? A dumbass.
Oh my god.
Hey, Mike, and did
Salon
Carla
doors.
have a me day where she could go to the beauty salon?
What are we doing today? Oh God! Happy Wednesday.
Salon doors.
Salon doors. Damn it. Oh my God! Hey, did you see that video a short time back with that terrible tragedy
What's
that
that?
happened in wine country?
What?
A bunch of people went up in a basket under one of those ballons.
Oh, wasn't it popped by an eagle with his razor sharp talons?
I hate you all. I deserve it.
Oh
though.
God! I love the Wild Wild West.
Salon.
I love it. I love it when
Jerk.
we talk about the Wild Wild West. You go in there, play poker. You have yourself a whiskey. You have a big chaw of tobacco, and you let it go into a spaton. So where the hell was I? I totally lost
Let's
my-
break and then
Oh, my
reset,
God.
perhaps. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. It went well. I have nothing really evil to say, but we will take back. I'm going to just pop some ballons, and we'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa. This segment of the program is brought to you by our Amazon Pay.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes, Amazon is the best way to buy anything, and I mean anything. I love tubas and bagpipes, and they love me. And I've got a garage full of them that I have actually purchased on Amazon. You can get yourself bagpipes, trumpets, drums,
Yes.
Saxophones, bassoons,
Motorcycle
clarinets,
trailers.
motorcycle trailers, cellos. You can get anything you want on
Where do you
Amazon.
think I bought my oboe, Mike? Two
There
guesses.
you go. Oh, my God. It's so beautiful when
It
I
is.
hear that music. Anyway, if you want to make a splash at your next pool party, get anything you want for your pool, your grill supplies.
Clocks.
Bagpipes start, incidentally, is under $200. Amazon has everything for your home and your office, whether it's paper clips, coffee, clothes, electronics, or cleaning supplies. If you need it, Amazon has it. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. That is the best way to save money and support the show. Remember to bookmark Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and click that link always.
You know, Mike, it really is. People don't think it because it's counterintuitive. Now is the time to buy bagpipes and get your kids started, so they have a head start on the other kids that are starting bagpipes in the fall.
They have a junior bagpipe on sale for $47.
That's right, Mike.
$47
Change back
bagpipes.
on a 50, and that was Mike's fighter name when he boxed. It was Junior Bagpipe.
Junior bagpipe. Yeah, and I'm like, you don't know me. Jesus, this is the weirdest show
I
of all.
think we just lost Pony. Are you okay, Matt?
I'm all right.
It's a strange little show we're having today. So, Apple Store, empty. I go in. Oscar's giving me the one sheet. I am totally prepared. I got the pleasure of, it was almost like I was really buying something for myself. But I didn't. All the information was garnered. Basic unit, right,
Yeah,
Oscar?
yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
elaborate, nothing really crazy. And
That's
Oscar
what-
said,
that's what they had.
get the Apple Care, which I did.
Thank
and
you.
he said, get the hard case. And that was the only thing I really
Hard,
shopped
Mike.
for.
Get the hard case.
And so it's lovely sort of aqua green. in
Yeah, it's
honor of
green.
Florida. There you
Can't
go.
miss it.
Yeah, did you think about any other colors? Any other one almost make the cut, or was it always
They were
green?
limited. They were limited.
Yeah.
They had they obviously get picked through pretty quickly.
Yeah, and
so,
green's not so bad, you know.
And the
Well, I
green
think it's
was,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, Carla gave me a complex about it today by saying, that is really. I hope you enjoy your new computer. And she's walking out as she says this, even with that color. And
Wow.
it's like, okay, thank you. I was doing the best I
Trying to be
could,
responsible here.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it was really, really terrific. Despite the breath of the person that I was working with.
Can you give us a
no.
thumbnail? Can you give us a thumbnail of the genius you were dealing with? And I guess
Well, it was,
technically not a genius, just a salesman.
Yes.
Well, she,
Oh, lady.
Mayor Winningham, was
I gotta look
was
that
quite nice.
Yeah,
Quite. No, I'm not going to go further. I mean, I could. I'll have to go back to that store. I don't want to make a. Big
And you
deal
know they're
about it.
listening.
Yeah, all of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Did you tell them that
simultaneously.
you needed a computer because you're something of a big deal on the internet?
I don't do that anymore, Rob. And remember those days we used to go into every Apple store and everybody would help us.
Yes.
And and then they move on. They move on to greener pastures.
Well, they all hate working at the Apple store.
Got a text
Who
this
wouldn't?
morning that one of our guys still works at Apple.
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
TJ.
No.
Is he gone?
Yes, he's gone.
Oh, wow.
You,
You know,
always like TJ.
I love thinking about TJ putting on that blue shirt and helping people.
This
no.
is this TJ, our former intern?
Yes, TJ McCurdy,
I got
Mike.
it's just. Let me see if I still have it here.
You remember TJ McCurdy? He was active in the Greek scene at George Mason University.
Duh. Yes, I do.
Another Rob from Apple.
Yeah, oh, I know that guy.
Yes, he still works at Apple. He was kind enough to reach out.
Oh,
a
I
little
th-
too late for the transaction.
I thought
but
he left
appreciate
and
that.
moved to Richmond.
He may still work at an Apple store, though.
He has the inn.
He had the in.
Ah, yes. He's a
So-
good guy.
It was a pleasant experience until the very end, and I swear to God, I'm here to tell everybody I behaved like a little brat yesterday. I didn't pitch a fit about the dogs, but I was like a little kid going to get the computer, and we picked everything out, and then she said to me, okay, we're good to go. You got your hard case for the computer, and one of our guys is going to be out in just a second for your data migration. And so she splits. Now they hand you off.
Yeah.
Your human beings are processed in an Apple store.
Of course.
More than we're processed in any other retail outlet. So she is farming me off to the other guy who's going to be responsible for doing the data migration.
Now, does
That's
your
the-
data have its green card and all of its shots? Because otherwise the migration could be tied up by the government for years.
Now, see, you're saying that, and I would say the data migration usually has to happen when it gets a little colder up north. See, I was doing a migration.
What I was talking about was
anyway,
data immigration. I'm sorry.
data immigration.
you
yes,
don't
I'm doing
need a
data
passport.
migration.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get the computer
yeah.
right up to the Statue of Liberty.
Right. You've seen the data migration down at the Arctic Circle. Isn't it cute where they all the computers pop out of the water and slide along the ice?
It is adorable.
And
It's
then
very-
they go to have their young. All right, stop it. All right, enough of that. What are we doing today? Jesus Christ. So the guy comes over to me and says, all right. And then I have a problem with passwords. I've had a problem with passwords with Apple forever.
Yes.
So much so that prior to going to the store, I actually got into my Apple ID and I changed the password again just to make double sure that everything is A-OK, hunky-dory. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail with this problem. I'll discuss it with Oscar after the show. But there are two of these suckers floating around. And I don't know how and I don't know why,
Two
but
Apple
they are.
IDs for you?
Yeah, one that is the normal one that they all understand at the Apple store, and the other one is the one that I have in my computer that they don't understand at all. And they're totally just stunned by it when they see it. And
Oscar,
I'll go
do
into
you
the
think-
details with you.
I remember being in your studio at home, and at one point you couldn't find the old password, so you started a new
Right.
account,
Oh, that's what he does. He has two
Yes,
accounts
you
on
have
the
two
same
accounts.
computer. Okay.
which stinks.
Yeah,
But we'll figure
and
out we'll
so-
figure out how to figure it out.
Yeah, the question is finding the old one and then or changing the old one. But when I do that, I figure that it might interfere with the new. It's just a little complicated. But at the same time, I had to talk the Apple person into putting a certain Apple ID in there. I had to actually, arm wrestle with them. I said,
okay.
if you do that, we're going to be good to go. So finally,
He
they put
strong-armed
the
him.
Yeah.
they put the Apple ID in that I want to put in there, and lo and behold, it opens everything up. And the guy looked at me just like I was some sort of magician. I'm like, huh? Yeah, there
Did
we
you
go.
get to do
Yeah.
my favorite exchange with any Apple employee at the Apple store? And it's always this. They say, "Have you set up the cloud?" and I always look at them square in the eye and say, "No, because I hate your cloud."
I
And
hate
they
the
go,
cloud,
and they
too.
go, "Oh, okay. Well, you can
Guess
set
what?
it up later."
Guess what is the one aspect of my brand new, shiny, state-of-the-art computer? What is the one thing that's giving me absolute fits?
The light green case.
It's the cloud.
The cloud.
Oh, no.
It's the cloud.
The cloud. Oh, cloud. Cloud.
The cloud sucks ass. But anyway, so he gets done and we get in there and it's like, okay, we're good to go. And at that point, we should be ready in about 24 to 48 hours. Right back with their anthem. Their anthem
Oh,
of
boy.
24 to 48 hours, which is
Data migration. You don't have that much
unacceptable.
data on there.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
have in there?
Well, you know what? I had nothing. I don't have any. Rob, compared to yours with the music that you have on
Yes.
your computer,
Yeah.
I did the
I can sync my iPad in 8 hours.
I have nothing.
Nothing.
I have nothing. There's nothing on my computer. You're trying to rip me off. I'm just sitting here. Just want to get my information out there. Come
24
on.
to 48 hours.
And
So
did you
I
have to
told the
leave
guy-
it? Did you have to leave it with them for 2 days?
That was going to be the plan. And I said to the guy, I said, you know what, man? Look, the whole reason I'm here is just because I need to use this for work and I need it tomorrow and I use it every day and I have a computer-based business. Please, for the love of God, can you improve on that? And lo and behold, the guy, I guess, found something deep in his soul where he said, listen, I'll take it back there and I'll find out what the deal is. I'll call you back in a half an hour. And he calls me back. He said, in 30 minutes, we should be done with your data migration.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
You
the
can
way
pick
to
your
go.
computer up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Everything is great, and I go dancing off. Yeah. And as Oscar knows, and Rob, you know this place too. I think you know Coconut Point, or maybe you don't. I'm not sure whether
Is that
you
where
do.
we went to Dillard's?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the same place.
I know the
So you
mall.
know it's a mall, and it's got places all over the place. And I said, I'm going to have a day of beauty now.
Oh,
and so
God.
I was so full of myself that not only did I get a pedicure,
Oh, my
Attaboy.
but at the local pedicure shop. I went in there and got that done while Carla was, running errands, doing the work of the household.
Sure.
And then afterwards, I went and got another haircut. So
Why not
it was
throw
a- it
another
was a-
haircut?
I got.
Well, I can't
and I
see
got
your
home
toes,
when I was
Mike.
doing.
I can't see your
Yes.
toes, but your
Oh,
hair
they're
looks
incredible.
fantastic. What color did you choose?
Oh, they did. I went with the henna again, the one that I always go with. Are you talking about the nails or the hair?
You're talking about your nails. If you got your tails
Oh, the
henna
nails.
colored, it would look like Jackie Gleason's
Carla had the same
toes.
joke. Carla had the same joke when she came into the nail salon when I was in there. She said, "So, what color are you going to go?" And you hear the the person down there who's doing it. You hear a little, and then I look over at Carla, and Carla's going, and I look at my son, and my son's looking at me and going. Anyway, it was interesting, and then off to Sport Clips. Yeah, I live the fine life, man. Sport Clips to
Wow.
get the.
Oh, you get the TV. You get a nice.
Have you been to a Sports Clips,
no,
Oscar?
But
I've heard the ads.
But I've seen the ads, and they sound like my cup of tea. Like I would get in
This
there.
man
and get
is lying.
out. No, they give
Okay.
you. They give. If I'm not mistaken, you get your own little TV in front of you while you're getting your hair
And
cut.
you get a neck and shoulder massage.
Yeah.
It was sort of in front of me. They give you a little, but here's the thing. Here's what they offer. And I'm not going to slam them because they gave me a nice haircut, but they offer you first of all, the whole, you go in and the lobby's filled with like stadium seats. And so you walk in and you do that.
Themed.
But they took me right away. Then you go back like into the locker room where you're going to get your haircut. And the ladies that are cutting hair are all wearing referee shirts.
Oh, did you think for a minute you were at Foot Locker?
Then she goes over the hair thing, and I said, I said I want it. I'm losing it, so please save me. And she gives me the haircut, and it does have the little TV, and it's got like little murals of sports stadiums all over the. And then they say their package, their VIP package, which you get for free when you go in for the first time. They say you get like the hot towel. And you get a little shoulder massage when you're getting a shampoo.
You're a VIP.
And so this,
Look at you.
I swear to God, the total time of the shoulder massage
Yes.
and the hot towel is probably less than 60 seconds.
Wow.
I am not exaggerating.
And that
It's-
is the reason is, Mike, because VIPs are important people that have things to do.
It is technically, but I'm being pampered. I'm happy as hell.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But really, the idea is that you get a hot towel and a shoulder massage with your haircut, and they are doing that. What would it be the equivalent of in retail when you add something in? Where
they throw in a
technically
pair of
you
socks. Here's a
get
pair
a
of
free pair of
socks.
socks.
You
No,
could
it's not
live
even that. It's
with or live without.
What it is they punch your card. So that in 5 more visits, you get a sandwich.
okay.
Yeah, that's
The
your
thing is,
card punch right there.
If you went in there, so always technically you can say I didn't get my massage. Yes, you did. Oh, that was it. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's it. And then the hot towel, which goes on your face,
On your
was
what?
probably on your face.
Yeah, it does.
And then you get a haircut. You just feel like a total mook the whole time.
well,
you
I
know?
think the stadium seats must have been nice.
Right. I will tell you this when I was back. But here's the thing. Don't
Yeah.
they normally, if you're going to get the traditional hair cuttery shampoo, cut, and blow dry, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's shampoo, cut, and blow dry.
Right.
Aren't you supposed to get the shampoo before you get the haircut?
You can choose. Because when I used to get a flat top and I would have so much particulate left in my hair, they chose to wash my hair afterwards to get
Yeah.
all that stuff out.
Depends on how
I
they
didn't
cut
know
your
that
hair.
I could
yeah.
choose. They say that the lady told me, I said, so you don't shampoo the hair before? No, we do it afterwards.
And when they do it, is it like going to the showers?
A
locker room?
Well, it's more of a locker room theme. Well, no,
Did
to
she
be
whip
honest
you with a
with
towel?
no, we both got naked though.
Well, that sounds like
it
a
was
pretty good place,
fantastic.
all told.
It was ducky. It was fantastic. And I said when she put the hot towel on my face, I said, "Okay, it's time for the mob hit right now." and nothing,
she
nothing,
didn't laugh?
nothing at all. No reference point at all.
Was
to
she
make
from
the
this
joke.
land?
So no
No, she
tip.
was from this land. Yeah,
maybe
she was from this land.
No
She's,
tip, lady.
Yeah, name was Crystal.
Nice.
Crystal meth. Anyway, we'll take a break. Come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. I want to talk about Andy the Bear right after this.
Hey, it's the Rob and Joe Show. We're like Simon and Garfunkel.
We're like Hall & Oates.
Tango and Cash.
We're like M&M.
Rizzoli and Isles.
We're like Ponch and John.
Cagney and Lacey.
Peas and carrots.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Turner and Hooch.
Well, who's Turner?
I'm not the dog. You're not Tom Hanks.
Rob and Joe Show. Live on Monday nights and on robandjoeshow.com, iTunes, and Stitcher. Give us a listen.
That's the Rob and Joe Show. We love them, and you will too. This portion of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by Sleep Number Beds. You know, they called James Bond 007. Well, you should call me 0075.
That's your agent name, your spy
Yes,
name.
baby. I love my Sleep Number bed. I tell you about it all the time because I want you to get one, and I want you to do it now. I want you to get your Sleep Number bed now. Introducing a brand new product, ladies and gentlemen, from Sleep Number Beds. We're excited about Sleep IQ technology. That's right, Sleep IQ technology provides. Stop the drum roll. Sleep IQ technology provides a simple and intuitive way to know better sleep, and it's only available on Sleep Number Beds. The Sleep Number bed is the only bed that lets you track and optimize your sleep with Sleep IQ technology, an easy-to-use interactive app on your phone or desktop. Sensors work directly with the dual-air technology inside the bed to track how you're sleeping, and it couldn't be easier to use. Nothing to wear, nothing to turn on. All you have to do is sleep. Remember, everybody, my Sleep Number setting is a 75. Carla's is an 85. And remember, there's only one place in the world to find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology, and that's a Sleep Number store. Find yours today by calling any one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again, 800-511-0061. Don't forget to tell them that Michael Sean Patrick O'Mara sent you.
There he is, the sleepy Irishman.
Yay! Hello! That's after my day of beauty. That's it, by the way. That's all I got from yesterday. It was,
But that's a pretty good
new
day.
computer, pedicure, haircut,
Yep.
small steam, a short steam.
Yes,
Not a
yes.
steam.
Yeah, not really a steam. Calling it a steam would be an overstatement.
And
That was a
then
towel.
You hurry back to the Apple store and they give you what you need.
Right.
Yeah, and it was really, really competent. And I've never seen the Apple store less trafficked, and that was fun too because I've always said this when I was bitching about Apple. I mean, guys, even when it's a slow day, open more stores. You make enough money.
Yeah, please.
Employ more people and open more stores so it will be convenient for people. I really think they need to do that, but what the hell do I know? They're off buying Beats headphones, okay? They're not paying attention.
If you're worried about the fact that the store wasn't crowded, Mike, I invite you to return on about December 10th.
Oh, my God. You do
Take a
not go
peek.
near there.
No.
You do not go near there in the month of December. You
No.
will die. You will actually die. If you go into an Apple store and walk through the saloon doors of the Apple store in December, you will pass away.
Yep.
What the hell was that picture online yesterday from Jimmy Cerrito?
It
All
was
I
a
know
video,
is-
Mike. It was a video. And this is really sad, but my father and I both watched it and analyzed it because my father, he calls me every day at about 4:30, and normally I answer the phone by going, "Yes." And his he says to me, "What is that Jimmy thing?" And I said, "The video, right?" And he's, "Yeah."
Yeah, because, Rob, let me stop you right there. But you know that this is a picture that was very eagerly distributed by you-know-who.
Well, he put it up in like 4 places, this video.
With no real explanation of what was
which
going
is
on.
why I had to invent my own backstory. And this
your
is what I've
backstory
come up with.
unhinged my joy.
I've come up with what it is a family, and they may or may not be related to Oscar. I don't know. I didn't see any sort of evidence of this, but a lot of people referenced that.
They're Latin.
And they're,
I actually untagged myself.
oh, you were tagged in. I
Because
forgot.
those people are perpetuating the stereotypes that I don't want to be associated with.
So I believe it is Eldon Street that Jimmy's his nightclub faces, Mike. And they were crossing Eldon Street, and it was a man with a child in in like a wagon and a wife. And the wife had balanced on her head, and without any use of straps or even using her hand much, she had microwave
she was
oven.
not using her hands, right?
Right. It was a microwave oven on her head as she crossed the street. And Jimmy, obviously, someone taped it on their phone, I believe, portrait. And Jimmy was in the bar. And, of course, you get the microphone, Jimmy's. And he's sort of doing like a play-by-play of the woman with the microwave on her head. And then he posted it in like 10 different places. But all of them seem to say, funniest comment wins a margarita. And so that's what we saw. And it would have been fine, actually better as a still photo, I think, of a woman with a microwave on her head.
For a caption contest.
Yeah, but Jimmy did
Well,
a
Rob
video.
won the caption contest by because the lady literally had a microwave balanced on top of her head.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
And Rob's comment, because Rob's caption was the funniest. I didn't have to read any of the other captions because Rob, share with Oscar what your caption was yesterday.
I said, with modern technology, now she can cross the street with less time with a conventional oven or something.
It was actually funnier than that.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
You mucked it. You
I
mucked
thought
up
you were
your
going to
own
read
joke.
it. I thought you were going to read it. I don't have it in front of me.
It was he made a reference to the fact that she made it in record time because it would have been
a
much
fraction
slower.
of the time than
a
with a
fraction of the
conventional
time
oven.
than a conventional oven.
Right.
would have been. Balance a conventional oven. And I wrote down last night. I said, Rob makes me laugh always. That was the funniest comment. You immediately picture her trying desperately to balance a regular conventional range
Bad
on her
enough
head.
that she's got a full microwave on her head. And I don't know how she
He
balanced
posted it 4 times.
He did.
Yes, and we never got an explanation of, is this obviously, was this family taking the microwave somewhere? I mean, it was not a bit, right? This was really a family that was transporting some of their equipment to another domicile.
And I don't think it was stolen because they weren't running. I just think that they were moving the microwave somehow. And some people carry things on their head. Usually it's a hat, but this time it's a microwave. And I don't understand. But of course, Jimmy has not yet announced who won the margarita. I hope it's me.
People need to assimilate. Jesus. Stop this.
So
no
Jimmy
more
was
gnomes
simply
on the lawn.
Yeah.
But not gnomes. My mom, oh my God, my mom did this bit where she took the Virgin Mary statue and put it on the front lawn of our house growing up.
Sure. For legitimately?
Yeah, legitimately.
Yeah, my grandmother had St. Francis of Assisi.
But in this country, you just don't see that all the time,
No,
right?
you don't see it anymore.
No, you don't see it
really
anymore.
see it
And I
anymore.
remember looking at, and you know, it was a beautiful, nice little statue in front of a townhouse.
Was it in color,
'Cause that's where
or
you would
was
put it when you're growing up.
Was it just like a stone statue?
It was a stone statue.
But was it painted?
Yeah, but it was also
Vivid.
cartoon sized. And when you live in a townhouse, that's not probably the size of the statue you put up. And I remember I'd walk by it every day, you know, coming home and like, oh, hi, Mrs. Virgin Mary, and I would
Mrs. Virgin Mary.
I would walk in and be like,
Hello, Mrs. Virgin Mary.
You certainly look lovely today, Mrs. Virgin Mary.
Is your mom still practicing? Is she still devout?
Yes. But the great part about my mom is that she's assimilated. She's taken those statues and put them in the backyard.
That's good, and that's where St. Francis of Assisi was. He was in the flower garden.
Yes.
Oh,
Now-
that's beautiful.
Did you? I know you come from a long line of older Catholics. Did any of them have the, as my father's mother had, which used to freak me out as a kid, the
Right.
Infant of Prague?
No, what is the Infant of Prague?
All I remember, and growing up, when we went to my dad's mom's house, we called her me mom. It was not a house that was very kid friendly, so there was no horseplay, and you didn't touch anything.
Don't break
She had
anything.
plastic on the furniture?
Had plastic over the Infant of Prague because
Okay.
on her dresser, what looked like the fanciest baby doll you've ever seen, dressed almost like
we have those. I have one
like
of those.
in royalty
Yes,
outfit.
it's El Niñito, baby Jesus.
And you're not allowed to touch the Infant of Prague. And it was just a
Almost
very
like a
strange
prince,
thing. Yeah, and the
right?
weird thing about it is it was the only thing in the entire house that even skewed towards kids because it looked like a doll, but you weren't allowed to even touch it.
Mike asked.
Oh, I see it. You see him. Wait a minute. You see him in grocery stores in Manassas.
Well, yeah, but this
You
was a
see them in
fancy
grocery
one.
stores. No, but I mean they're all fancy. I
Yeah.
know what they're only about $34.
Well,
Rob.
you know what? I didn't want it then, and I don't want it now. When we had to, when she passed, we had to split up all the stuff in her apartment. I think the Infant of Prague went the way of the dumpster, which is sad.
The Infant of Prague is so popular. You'll see them on candles.
Yeah.
You'll see him
you see the
everywhere.
Infant of Prague all the time.
Well, so
The
anyway.
history of the Infant of Jesus. Wait a minute. I'm going to read this here. Let me
Please.
see what it is. Because Prague is the capital of the Czech Republic. It was very central of Europe with Germany. Blah blah blah. They go on. The exact origin of the Infant Jesus statue was not truly known, but historical sources point to a small 28-centimeter high sculpture of the Holy Child with a bird in his right hand. I don't mean to chuckle,
No,
but
it's not
this
funny.
is playing into Bill Maher's hands right now.
Mike,
you know what?
how many Jesus, little baby Jesuses do you think we have in the Santana family?
Let's say 18.
All I know, Oscar, is I base this answer on my many trips to the local grocery stores when I lived in Manassas, and the fact that when you've got candles with this Infant of Prague on the outside of a candle in the grocery store, I would imagine that the symbolism is quite important to a certain group of people. So I'm going to say 350.
I would say no less than 200. There's got to
Are you
be
kidding
because
me?
God, it's like my Elvis shelf.
just like your Elvis shelf. Exactly. You pray to
Hold on.
Elvis, we pray to him.
The popularity of the child Jesus grew in the Baroque period in Spain.
Ah. We knew it.
Oh, my God. Thank you. In Spain, that's where it happened. Eventually found their way to Prague. How do you get? I don't know. I'm not
Well,
sure.
Mike, it's just an infant. I
Well,
do
it's the
remember
European Union.
that at the end, when we were breaking down all of me mom's stuff, the dome over the infant, the protective dome,
Yes.
had yellowed so badly that you could barely see the infant anymore. And I think that's sad.
There's a prayer here. There's a prayer.
please,
Oh, then let us join hands.
Divine Infant Jesus, I know you love me and would never leave me. I thank you for your close presence in my life. Miraculous Infant, I believe your promise of peace, blessings, and freedom from... okay, it's a nice little prayer. I'm not
Hey,
gonna
do you
mock
think
the
your mom
prayer.
knows about the Infant of Prague?
Guaranteed.
She probably does.
Guaranteed.
She probably
Because
does.
she predates Vatican II. This is
Yeah,
old school
absolutely.
Catholic stuff. Do you
Yeah.
think that it would be a good costume for little William this Halloween?
That is blasphemous.
It's not.
How dare you? You can't dress up little William like that. It's wrong.
And who are you, little man? Well, he's the Infant of Prague. Thank you all very much.
Why is Why is your child holding a bird?
That's His Holiness.
I'm trying
Not a
to see-
child?
Hold on. The exact origin says the historical sources point to a small 28-centimeter
going
high
to hell.
sculpture, the Holy Child with a bird in his right hand, carved in around the year 1340.
That's right.
That's old.
That's old, right? Whoa.
That's old. That's old, right?
I bet
Why did he
Larry.
have such? If he was an infant,
Why,
if he was an infant, why did he have such fancy clothes?
why the bird? I'm curious.
Why the bird? What did he was a crowning? Was he king? Why did he have a king's robe? He's an infant. He's a kid. Why isn't he? By the way, something. Why isn't he wearing play clothes? Why isn't he just
shouldn't
wearing
he be in dungarees?
dungarees and suspenders? You know, and,
Isn't he too young
a,
to be working?
and an old shirt that it doesn't matter if it gets dirty.
I'm worried
What's
because
the deal?
his hat is pointy. Don't let him hurt himself on his hat.
I'm trying to find the connection between Czechoslovakia or the Czech Republic and Spain. Oh, here we
it's
go.
the Crusades.
Yeah, and they're spreading Catholicism.
It is unknown to this date which of those early sculptures that got to Prague was the exact origin of the infant Jesus of Prague.
Yeah, but the Czechs went crazy for it, right, Larry?
I like Czechs minks. I love Chex Mix.
Sure,
It's
a good
delicious,
salty
isn't
snack.
It was speculated that it came from a monastery in Bohemia. Oh, mamma mia, let me go. And from there, it was obtained by, Oscar probably should be reading this, Donna Isabella Manrique, who gave it as a wedding gift to her daughter, Marie Manrique.
Oh, now I feel bad. I should have given you an infant of Prague for your wedding instead of that casserole dish.
The Spain connection is because she married a noble of the Czech kingdom.
I see. Very good.
Mm-hmm. And so that's how it happened.
So it was a gift.
Yeah, and he has a crown and a bird, and he's crazy. This infant is crazy.
Yeah, and it goes on. It's a true amazing history. Like, we've been killing each other for so many years, because shortly after that, the Saxons and Swedes took turns to invade Prague.
Oh, no.
And I guess they captured the infant. So there's an original infant of Prague statue.
Right, but that's not the one that we threw away on me mom's dresser. It was just a replica. It was a knockoff.
Yeah, knockoff.
Hold on, they're saying
cheap
it was
Prague knockoff.
Oh, they see it was damaged. It was damaged.
Oh, no.
Yes, the repairing of the statue's hand was a miracle, according to a
Okay, enough, please.
Isn't that fantastic?
Making all my people sound
Mike,
crazy.
He works
But it's not necessarily your people. It was Prague, the Czech Republic.
Yes.
So I bet the infant is very popular in that part of the world, too.
All I know
would
is
say.
he works in mysterious ways.
He should go on tour.
Yes.
The hand was fixed, and the bird returned.
The hand of the
Right.
king.
That's right.
Yeah.
And all the invasions that happened after that, the infant survived.
Saxons and Swedes and I don't know what all.
And I don't know. Oh, you know one thing I forgot to tell you about the
Yes.
Barber lady yesterday? What? We're sitting there, and Carla comes in, because Carla's hanging with me and the baby all day. It was kind of fun.
Right.
And so the baby's sitting there just being super cute.
Holding a
and
bird.
Carla's holding a bird in his right hand with his crown and his robe. And he was, what's amazing, he just had this desire just to stand in the window. But anyway.
Or sit on your dashboard.
My mom would be pissed at me right now.
Yeah, I know. Don't let her listen to this episode.
So,
by the way, I'm not sure my father is. He might have laughed himself to death right now.
So I'm telling the lady about our son.
Yes.
And Carla's talking about our son. And what I didn't realize is the hair cutter girl, the very thin hair cutter girl with the smoky voice.
Let's call her Barbarella.
Barbarella did not realize that she was cutting my hair. Apparently, a fact that I assumed she knew already. When she asked the question to Carla, she said, "So, do you guys live in the same town?" And it suddenly occurred to me that in a very roundabout way, not saying it directly, not really caring that she said it directly, she was not putting Carla and the baby and me under the same roof.
Oh, yeah,
based on
she
the
was
fact
coming to visit you.
Yeah, maybe. And you know what? Maybe it was the time of
there it is.
the weekly visit where Dad goes out and does his shopping.
Yeah.
And gets his hair cut. Because, we don't want him driving.
Dad'll occasionally wander off.
That's right.
So I said, so I turned around, and, now I like to call people on it.
Sure.
Right? The greatest move of all was the one where the checker at the grocery store said, "You've got a beautiful grandson." And that's when I planted one on Carla with tongue right in front of her.
Oh.
And that was a very special moment.
That's creepy, though. I think maybe you should focus on just making them feel awkward and not like you should be arrested and taken away.
Well, it's no fun. It's no fun. The awkwardness, you magnify it. That's the great fun. And so I turned around. I said, "We live under the same roof. This is my wife." and she tried to cover it. She tried to cover it, because there was no laughter, so it made it even more awkward that she's because she was, she's one of these women that kind of just is chewing the gum and goes, "Oh," and nothing. No civility, no etiquette whatsoever.
Well, she's
It's
probably
like,
trying to do
okay.
the math. She's like, "Oh."
Yeah,
Oh.
she might be. Well, math not her strong suit. No, she doesn't know that.
Then her CPU locks up.
No, but it was right after that she took to my eyebrows and took off those little horn hairs that you get on your eyebrows. Those little Andy Rooney horn hairs.
It's really bad. Does she even ask, or does she just do it?
It just does it. Just does it.
My lady always asks, you want eyebrow?
Takes a special tool to do it. Anyway, we'll take a break. We will come back with more of the Mike O'Mara Show right after this. News you may not need. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show.
You looking for something?
Somebody was just poking me.
Hey, you're not on Facebook, are you?
What are you doing? Are you in here?
Don't poke the bear.
Hold on a second. Don't poke the bear. Come on in here.
Oh, look. Cameo.
Hey.
Cameo.
Hey, this is a family
Ladies
show.
and gentlemen, I give you the infinite frog.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Oh.
he's a little nervous about this. There he is.
Oh, no, he's doing good. Look at him.
Yeah, he's upset, Mike, because he hasn't prepared any material.
There he is.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Carla.
This is the hand. That is the hand that holds the bird. Yes. All right. Take the infant away. Goodbye, infant.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla.
All right. I'm not going to be able to do the rest of the show.
Oh, don't put that in your mouth.
No.
Mike just back from a rave.
Yeah.
Mike put a pacifier in his mouth.
in there.
Man, that's covered with, oh, man, Molly. All right. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's horrible.
Sounds a good time.
Someone give that a rinse.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program brought to you by our bonus package. It's really great.
Get on it.
Could I have 10 bonus packages?
How about this? Buy the bonus package, I put some leather shoes in your car.
Okay.
Yeah, you get everything. You get all the bonus shows from 2014. You get video access to the show. It's worth it. Please do it. Do it today at $69.99. You save over 25%. We also have monthly packages, and as always, you can still buy each episode a la carte.
How's that?
Right, so, a la carte. Thank
Okay,
you.
each.
The 2014 TMOS bonus package, because 5 hours a week just ain't enough, everybody. And now, without further ado, news you may not need. Thank you very much.
Across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window. The Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need, a comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, news you may not need.
A year and a half after being diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, Valerie Harper continues to defy the odds.
I love this story.
Quote, "It is looking better and better each test, but it's incurable," said the actress, who is 74. She talked to People magazine Monday night at an awards ceremony. "I'm fine," she says. People are wondering, not fine, but it's progressing. So she's saying, I'm fine. People are wondering, not fine, she says, meaning that she's got this disease,
She's
but it's
getting
not
better.
progressing, which is good news. The former Rhoda and Mary Tyler Moore star, who was a presenter at an event, beamed all evening. She was dressed beautifully in a bright green top and matching earrings. She says she chooses to keep a positive outlook despite her diagnosis. "I don't wake up saying, oh, I'm going to die. It's a waste of time. It really is," she said. She doesn't say that. When Harper was first diagnosed, she was told that she had 3 months to live, and that was 18 months ago.
Yeah,
So
she's
way to
beating
go.
the odds.
And you
Rhoda,
know what?
yeah.
It's an odd choice, but I think of all the people we've had on in the past 20 years, she's one of my favorite guests. She was so
She was
positive.
lots of fun, wasn't she?
She was great and loved what she did, and I was horrified when she got the diagnosis. I'm so glad she's holding tight.
Mike, quickly, I have breaking news. You may already have it, but I just posted about 42 minutes ago. But you probably already have. Do you have the Kevin Meaney news?
No, I do
no,
not.
what?
Comedian Kevin Meaney arrested for elbowing woman at Kennedy Airport.
Oh, my
Really?
God.
Yes.
Because I just saw him post
Rob,
this morning.
Rob, don't
I'll
talk.
let-
Find the
I'll
tape.
let Rob
Find the
take
tape.
care of it. But I'll say this.
Find the
that-
tape of the Kevin Meaney,
I'm
the I
finding
Don't
it,
Care
yeah.
tape. That's what we need. Yeah.
So apparently he was on an Air France flight where he elbowed this lady.
And Kevin
in the
Meaney,
chest.
and are we all not friends of Kevin Meaney on
Yeah,
Facebook?
he's a great guy on Facebook.
And his Facebook posts are so routinely joy-filled.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, yeah.
such a positive, happy guy, and it's amazing that airports can do it to the best of us.
Again, I
even the
didn't
worst of
want to
us.
scoop you, but I was like,
in the airport.
Don't go over, I don't care. I don't care.
What's so funny is I saw him post just yesterday that his flight had been delayed, so he's probably in a bad mood.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
So he got arrested?
He did. I think Rob's got the.
It says here, the comedian who has appeared on Broadway and NBC's Saturday Night Live allegedly elbowed the 29-year-old woman in the chest at an Air France terminal at about 6:30 p.m. Tuesday. A law enforcement source said the actor was arrested and charged with misdemeanor assault.
Wow. That is, we've got
What
another
are you
airport.
doing? You're elbowing people.
That's not right. Jamming your elbow into a woman's breast.
We
That's
don't-
not right.
We don't do that. We're big pants people. Oh, that's so sad.
Dina Lohan, the mother of actress Lindsay Lohan, was sentenced to 100 hours of community service on Tuesday, and she'll lose her driver's license for a year after police caught her speeding on New York's Long Island while drunk. Who cares? I don't care.
She
They're
deserves
throwing that
more.
away.
She deserves more than that. I'd say give her the chair.
Life in prison, at least. Rob, don't be too heavy.
All right.
Anyway, radio personality Casey Kasem, whose family's been locked in a legal battle over his care, is in stable condition in Washington State. The spokesman for the DJ's children said. Danny Duraney, the spokesman for Kasem's children from his first marriage, said the family was still waiting for test results on his condition. So we'll have more on Casey Kasem.
And also the lovely Gene Kasem in the audio vault, so stay tuned.
Very good. Very exciting. Here's another reason to think twice about entering the water this summer, besides having a fear of sharks. In a new survey by Charmin, 62% of American adults say they pee in the ocean.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Of
What's
course
more,
you do.
48% indicated they'd done it more than once.
Well, you're not going to go into the hotel or beach house.
I've done it today.
The motive. Yes, Rob came to the studio via Ocean City.
I did.
The motive for some might be to avoid the stinky alternative. The survey revealed that 54% believe beaches had the worst bathroom conditions. So that might be one of the reasons.
Probably.
people
But,
do it.
Mike, I've never done the other thing.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing is taboo.
I have regularly.
Of course, over the side of your boat.
Well, the ocean is so vast.
Yeah, where are you going to go?
Yeah, I mean, it'll float away.
What is that, an eel?
A leading neurosurgeon has controversially claimed that cyclists, we see them all over D.C., we see them all over Florida, who wear helmets. Cyclists who wear helmets are wasting their time. Henry March is a doctor who works at St. George's Hospital in London. He said that many of his patients who have been involved in bike accidents had been wearing helmets, but they were too flimsy to be beneficial. He made the comments while speaking at the Hay Festival.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
He cited evidence from the University of Bath that suggests that wearing a helmet may even put cyclists at greater risk. The research showed that drivers get around 3 inches closer to cyclists who wear helmets because they perceive them as safer.
Isn't
that weird?
That is weird.
Wow.
Now, did you make your daughters wear helmets when they were biking?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
you see, I've not done that with my kids.
Really?
Yeah, I just think.
Well, the doctor says you're right.
Yeah, you see, I'm
No,
smart and uninvolved.
I'm
smart.
I would agree with you, but I've heard too many, and I actually have personal experience with this. I have a friend of the family that father was just riding his bike.
Oh, you've told this,
50,
yeah.
like 51, 52 years old, and the dog's with him. The dog got in front of the bike somehow, flipped over the bike, and then he ended up having a horrible head trauma and ended up passing. Like,
Oh,
that's
wow.
how quickly it can happen.
So maybe with the helmet that might not have happened.
Yeah.
You never know for
Hard to
sure.
say, hard to
Tough.
say.
It's tough. I think everybody should wear headgear. If they're worried about that, and said Mike to himself, riding a motorcycle.
Easy now, Mike. This is a
Slow down.
topic we don't want to address.
Okay, this is the related to the Kevin Meaney story. It's simple. You can't make death threats on a plane.
That's right.
It doesn't matter if it's vague, hypothetical, ridiculous, or a joke. And at this point, everyone should have figured that out. Not this lady. 43-year-old LaShonda Lee Williams of Houston, Texas, is behind the rest of us when it comes to knowing the rules. LaShonda was on a United Airlines flight from Nashville to Houston on Sunday and was using her cell phone while the plane was in the air. So a 50-year-old woman sitting nearby asked her to turn it off. And LaShonda responded, quote, "I kill white people like you."
Hey, that's terrific.
Okay, you think, being an obnoxious
Yeah.
biatch, but you know what happened? The woman told the flight attendants, they told the pilots, and the flight turned back to Nashville. When it landed, LaShonda was arrested for assault.
Wow.
Beware. On an airplane, different rules, everybody. That's
Oscar,
the way that goes.
Have you ever known anybody that has tried to make a cell phone call on a flight?
Yes.
Because I know a guy who did it, and he couldn't get a signal. Do they ever run jammers or anything up there?
No, I don't think they do. I think you just can't. The towers, the cell towers don't reach.
But LaShonda got through.
Yeah, and Robin, if you ever use that phone on the plane, I'll kill you.
Hey, turn this. We're going back to Nashville.
And now a little something.
Jammers.
A Seattle woman apparently wasn't in a charitable mood when participants at the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure breast cancer walk passed by her apartment.
Okay.
Police said the unidentified woman was so angry about the noise that she flung cat poop and frozen chicken parts at the walkers.
Oh, my God.
Officers reported seeing a hail of garbage fall from a fifth-story apartment in downtown Seattle.
It picks
Sunday
up some
morning.
speed, Mike. When you drop cat poop 50 feet, that
Yeah,
sucker's
it's gonna
moving.
hurt.
Yeah, it is.
A 60-something man using a walker was allegedly hit with the green liquid, while a 13-year-old girl was hit with a frozen chicken breast so hard it left her with a welt. That's according to the Fox affiliate in Seattle. A firefighter working the event helped police find the alleged cat crap tosser. When the officer knocked on the woman's door, the suspect initially refused to answer. Eventually, she spoke with investigators and told them she was tired after working a long shift and was angry at the Komen racers because they woke her up.
I'm so angry at you.
Who throws
The woman
cat
also
feces?
the woman also told authorities the green liquid she tossed from her apartment was a superfood drink. I guess the superfood doesn't put you in a super mood. Yeah. Mommy, I'm not going on the breast cancer walk. I got hit by cat poop. We'll take a break. Come back with Rob and the Magic Audio Vault right here on the Mike O'Mara Show. Everybody!
You were the girl that changed my world. You were the girl for me.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by Stamps.com. Trips to the post office are becoming a thing of the past. Live in the now, dude. It's 2014, Daddy-O. In this day and age, you just don't need to go to the post office anymore. Thanks to Stamps.com. We use them. We love them. They are the pipeline between Florida and Washington, D.C. Stamps.com, the better way to get your mail where it needs to go. You can buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package using your computer and printer, then just hand it to your mailman. Plus, with Stamps.com, you'll get special discounts that you can't even get at the post office, so why wait? We use Stamps.com, and we love it. Act now for a 30-day free no-risk trial and $110 bonus offer, including a free digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone, and use our code TMOS. We love Stamps.com. Don't wait!
Don't wait!
Go to Stamps.com today, and before you do anything else, click on the microphone. Use TMOS. Without further ado, let's get right to it. The Audio Vault for Wednesday, June 4, 2014, everybody.
Mike, when you had it up to here and you said, I'm moving away from Virginia, where did you choose to move to? What state?
Florida!
Did you ever look back?
No!
Of course not, because it's a great place to be. So
Great place to get a pedicure.
So let's look, Mike, take a look inside the Florida justice system in which a public
you
defender...
got this tape?
This
Oh, my
is great.
God. Rob, I watched this, seriously, I watched this 7 times before the show today.
It is truly a thing of beauty. This is the public defender in the courtroom of Judge John Murphy. And they seem to be busting heads, and I use that word quite appropriately because they pick a fight, and then the judge hits him.
Wow.
This is Florida justice, Mike.
You're Mr. Runkles.
Yes, sir.
2 charges, assault and resisting. You have the public defender. Public defender, what do you want to do?
But they filed.
They have.
I'm not waiting.
All right. What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? I'm not waiting. If you want to set it for trial, set it for trial.
All right.
If you want to set it for docket sounding, set it for docket sounding. I'm not waiving in any case. This is an
You know,
emergency
if I
created
had
by
a
the
rock,
state.
I would throw it at you right now.
You know, this is
Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No,
sit
you know
down.
what? I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand
I said
and represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back, and I'll just beat
Let's go
your
out back.
ass.
They both walk out.
Yep.
They both walk out.
Jesus.
Listen. Hit him in the head.
I saw this on The Good Wife.
And what's great is all the people that are awaiting to
They
be
applaud
heard
the
by the
judge.
judge, they clap for the judge.
Because the public defender was being a dick.
He was. I'm not waving.
He's been
Yeah,
removed,
it's-
though, right?
and
you
incidentally,
can't be the
yeah.
judge. I mean, you can't do that, though.
No, the judge can't do that.
No, the judge
Absolutely
should not say that I want to throw a rock at you. That's not right.
That's true, but it was funny because the guy was just so smarmy. Looked like Paul Giamatti, the public defender.
Oh, good-looking guy then.
Yeah, all I know is when the judge said that to me, I was taken aback.
Then he beat my ass.
And then the judge, and then the public defender said, "I am not drinking Merlot."
Mike,
I'm sorry, that is my Paul Giamatti. I used the Merlot joke.
The Mariners played the Yankees this week, and the Mariners hit a home run. And the manager of the Mariners, Lloyd McClendon, apparently has this thing that when a player does something great, he buys them ice cream.
Yes.
But the Mariners play-by-play guy named David Sims got so excited with the home run, I'm not sure he made a lot of sense. So here's the call. We sometimes play really great baseball calls. This is not one of them.
There's a drive, deep right field, say goodbye. Hey, Lloyd, do some delivery for the truck to the airport. A 3-run jack by Seager.
What?
Is he trying to say that the guy's going to get ice cream
Exactly.
and he just can't? He's so excited he can't do it.
Can I play it one more time? Because you root for the guy.
Right.
There's a drive, deep right field, say goodbye. Hey, Lloyd, do some delivery for the truck to the airport. A 3-run jack by Seager.
It makes no sense. Speaking of baseball, you know David Ortiz, Mike.
I do.
He was
Big
beamed,
Papi.
He was beamed by someone from Tampa Bay, David Price.
There is tremendous bad blood between the Tampa
Yes.
Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Always fighting these two.
Now, there was sort of a follow-up incident in the game that resulted in an ejection, but nothing happened to this guy, David Price. But Ortiz makes
That's
it
the
clear.
pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Right, David Ortiz makes it clear he's not going to get hit by a pitch again.
In my case, I made my point clear. You know, I'm not going to get hit again. Not by him. I'm not going to get hit again by him. He did it on purpose. He punked me, and that was very disrespectful. So I'm a grown man. I've been around the league for a long time, and I know how to take care of business on my own.
So
What does he mean by that?
Do you think that sounds like a threat of some sort?
Well,
or?
the thing is, here's the
How
reality.
does he take
of
care
it.
of business on his own?
Yeah. It means nothing. I've been in the band gang a long time. A long time. I mean, I'm a grown living man. I take care of business on my own thing. That's the way I'm doing things.
Did you know that Sidney Ponson threatened to beat me up when I was in Baltimore?
The
pitcher?
Baltimore pitcher, Sidney Ponson? How
Like,
did that happen?
He said he knew a bunch of police officers that he could make life very difficult for me. Because
what did you
What
do?
were you doing to Sidney Ponson?
Well, you know I'm not a big sports guy, so
Right.
I could care if he was a pitcher from the Orioles or not. I remember going out to an event, WHFS event, while we were up there.
Yeah, Mike, the director of First Impressions, Oscar Santana.
And he was there. And
were you on the air at this time?
Yes, on there.
Okay.
Successful midday show.
Okay, you were doing the middays.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
The punks, as they were called within the CBS family. Right,
And-
the two little bratty punks.
And I remember I just had a bad, like he was, I remember I had met him and he was a complete dick. And I went on there the next day. I said, you know, I like the Baltimore Orioles. I'm a big fan. I'm just not a big fan of Sidney Ponson. This is what happened from the night before. And I gave the blow-by-blow on how, like, I reached out. Actually, I think I reached out to shake his hand and he looked at me like I was an asshole. Whoa, you can't say that. I might have to bleep that out. But yeah, so he did that. And I said, you know, and there was no ego or indignation built into it. I just sat there and I said, well, isn't this guy supposed to be like this nice, lovable guy that you see in bars in Baltimore all the time? Everybody loves him, and he's being a complete dick now. And I told the story on air, and not
which I would have too. The right call to tell the
absolutely.
story.
I remember, and then we got phone calls into the studio. I got text messages that said
People were pissed at you.
That's from Sydney's friends that people were
Oh,
pissed at me.
Sydney's friends
Yes.
were pissed.
boy.
Yeah, and then
So it was a 2-day thing.
yeah, I got a text message that said Sydney knows what you said, and he can make life difficult for you. He knows people. Like, it was a whole thing.
Yikes.
And I
that's
just
what
read
we-
all the text messages on there. It was awesome.
And that's what we call pay dirt in the radio business.
Winner. And we close, Mike. Hey, good news. You know, I'm glad Lindsay Lohan is turning things around. She's going to fix things, Mike. She's moving to London.
Lindsay Lohan's moving to London, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, they better step up security around the crown jewels, you know what I'm saying? Before long, she'll be slurring in a British accent. You know.
That's your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
I didn't mention it at the beginning of the show, which I was supposed to do, but I will tell you that we are looking for your listener mail.
Yes.
If you send listener mail, please send your emails to ponyboy@MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's ponyboy@MikeO'MaraShow.com. Please send them to that address, or we will change the address next week.
Yes, we will.
To listener mail. Because the Pony Boy factor is entering into it.
You think that's the problem?
I don't know. I just want to get more mail.
That's
what
right.
I want to do.
I like mail.
Send your correspondence that way. If you want the old-fashioned way, our address is TMOS, Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. And remember, our official eVoice hotline is open now at 800-440-8167. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying bye-bye, everybody.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.